the one, the only, Richie the C.
Thank you, Joe. I'm sorry, I didn't even know I was next, but by the intro, I know. Oh, okay. Is it funny to know you're next just because you're so creepy? No one else would have the same intro. Works for me. I just got tired of fans chasing me down all the time. I've got to scare them off somehow. Kaboom! It's the Amber Alert. It's talking about I hate the Amber Alert. Doesn't everybody hate the Amber Alert? I always hate the Amber Alert because it always makes me feel like I'm in the 80s. You know, it makes me feel like Knight Rider. Do you know what I mean? I do all the work and the car gets all the credit. Kaboom. I enjoyed your rapping. I was feeling it. It's not the first rap performance. I saw Ice Cube in Del Mar last year when did you know he converted to Judaism? No, his name is now Iceberg. Kaboom. But I don't know if they were. It was a Del Mar racetrack. I don't know if they were trying to. I don't know if they set this up, but there was a shooting there. So I don't. But it was by the beach. I don't know. Is that more like boardwalk cred than street cred? I don't. Kaboom. Which is funny. It is a horse track, but generally it is a stable environment. Kaboom. I know if you've ever been to any horse track, Del Mar's the best one to go because it's right on the beach. You know, and everybody dresses like they're going to the beach and they're ready to party. And girls at the racetrack are the best because they spend their whole day getting ready for something that's going to be over in 2 minutes. Kaboom. And then 20 minutes later, they're ready all over again. Kaboom. I do the kabooms because I'm very sentimental. And a lot of the women I've been with, that's the last thing they ever hear. Kaboom. Because well, the thing is, it's not that I love women. I love them to death. But it's just that every notice that women get really clingy, like when they're hanging from an overpass. You never that interested in me before. Kaboom. So hard to predict. But also, well, I grew up in LA. Why am I telling you this? I grew up in LA, and I'm still surprised how superficial some of the girls are. You know, you think you know them, you think they're really into you, and then they find out it's not a real Rolex, or the gun doesn't work, and they start to complain. Have you noticed that? You know, your closet's too dark, the handcuffs are too tight, your urine tastes funny. I think, you know what? And I think, you know what? That gun might be plastic, but my feelings are still real. And when you start running into traffic and flagging down cars, you know, I feel like you don't even like me. Kaboom! And some women you don't want to get with anyway. You know, some women are just all attitude. Like from the minute you see them, you're like they're always answering a question with a question. You know, as you go up to them and say, "How you doing?" And it's always, "How'd you get in my house?" Or, "Why are you following me?" Or this is the one I can't stand. And these girls have got nothing to say. Nothing. I know, because I pull the socks out of their mouths. All you're just attention. Or they just want to talk about work. Have you noticed that? So this is boring. I don't care how many Girl Scout cookies you sold. But no, is that gross? I know, carbohydrates are disgusting. I said, you're lucky I got to you before high blood sugar. No one's chasing you down in that wheelchair. Kaboom. I know because I work in medical transport. No one's hurrying. They pay us. Feel a little bit dirty. I mean, people say I'm not good at picking up girls. No, I pick them up all the time. Not my jobs. Two of my favorite things is picking people up and putting them in vans. Kaboom. I know, I like that. I like the medical transport because it's a van kids haven't seen me in yet. Kaboom. I almost lost my place. Can you believe it? Thank you. No, I swear I've got other jokes. No, I was just getting a little bit any Spanish speakers here? See? All right. So I don't know, because Lawrence 360 was here. He was talking about Sherman Way. Do you know, does everybody know how Sherman Way got its name?
No.
Well, okay, well, good. Let me tell you. I don't know, has anybody heard of Simon Bolivar? Yeah, you know that there was a George Washington of South America. South America is where all the other Mexican countries are. They're below. Well, Panama is above. Actually, Panama used to be part of Colombia. But anyway, so he helped free a bunch of those countries, and so they named all the streets here. They misspelled his name, but these are all the boulevards are really bolivars. And so he had a brother named Ventura, and he had a brother named Wilshire, and he had a brother named Burbank, and then but he had a brother named Sherman, and so everybody thought it was Herman, you know, German. Yeah, and they thought it was Herman because somebody said, so it's Herman. I go, no, it's Sherman. Is it Herman? No, Sherman. German? No, Sherman Way. Kaboom. And that's why it's Sherman Way. How much time do I have? Okay, gracias. Y gracias por tu apoyo, loco. Estoy muy agradecido. English is not my first language. It's not Spanish either. But I knew if I wanted to get work here, I'd have to learn the same language as everyone else. Kaboom. My first language is German. I used to get a lot of crap for speaking German. You say, why are you speaking German? Who won the war anyways? It doesn't matter. I don't hear you speaking Vietnamese. How'd you even get hired in this nail salon? Kaboom. Okay. Well, let's not. Oh, should I just do my classic closer? Well, sure. I mean, now that I'm offended, I've got so little time to offend so many people. But sometimes people get pulled because I'm German and borders and war and everything. They said, Richie, you've abandoned lots of people in the desert. What do you think about illegal immigration? And I said, you know what? I love those undocumented immigrant girls because before you put them in the trunk of your car, they always think they're going someplace better. Who knew trabajo could be such a great pickup line? Si se puede and kaboom, right? Say it works for me, and so do they. Kaboom. Thank you, everybody.
Richie the C, ladies and gentlemen.